I'm Holly.
And I'm Bridget.
And this
is Girls Next Level.
Welcome back to Girls Next Level podcast. We are back to talk about KICKIN Aspen Part 2.
Yes. And I was going to wear like a beanie and like dress the part and stuff today. But you guys, it's over 100 degrees outside.
It's hot.
And I was like, nope, sorry, not even for the podcast.
Yeah. I was doing some moving stuff yesterday, which my big moving day is tomorrow, but I'm excited.
I know I've said it before, but I feel this for you.
Me too. Like it's going to be another month before I don't have the commute anymore just because there's a lot I have to do with my old house. But okay, tomorrow's my big moving day. But yesterday I was just bringing like a carload of like valuables and like sentimental items that I want to make sure don't get taken or don't get lost in the shuffle of the move and then I can't find them.
Yeah.
So even just like walking up and down my stairs to get to the front door, it was hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been crazy hot. And today's one of those days where I was getting ready. I don't know if this happens to you guys. And maybe it's because I work out in the mornings. I think that has something to do with it. But like I work out and then I take my shower and then I'm trying to put my makeup on and I'm still sweating. And I'm like trying to like stop sweating, like opening the door, like I'll go out of the bathroom, let the steam go out, like go get something really quick and then come back in and I can't stop sweating. And then my hair doesn't go on right, my makeup doesn't go on right, my tanning stuff doesn't go on right because I'm still wet, like because I won't stop sweating.
Oh no.
It's annoying.
What were you listening to on the way over here? You were telling me earlier and I was like, wait, we're starting recording.
You guys, I was telling her I didn't want to get out of my car. I mean, obviously I want to be here and I have fun doing the podcast and stuff, but I'm like, I didn't want to get out of my car. I wish my commute was like twice as long today because my car, well, my playlist was just playing some bangers. I was like, I had it. People probably thought like I had like speakers put in my car or something because I had it up so loud and I was like just bassing all the way over here. But it started out with, okay, I don't know if you guys love this song, but I love this song. And I actually think of it in a different way than what the song is intended. But the song I Don't Fuck With You, I fucking love this song.
Oh, yeah, I know that song.
I think about somebody else that you and I both know.
Which one? Could be so
every
many
time
people.
That song comes on, because it's really about like a breaking up with a girl that won't like leave him alone and stuff. And but I think of it as somebody else who like wishes bad on us.
Crusty. Oh yeah.
Every time, and I can sing that song along with that song or rap along, whatever you would call it, with that song. Like with every feeling in my body.
I'll have to go back and listen to the lyrics more.
Oh my God, I love it. I love
so funny.
it. And then after that, it was followed up with Tap In with Sweetie. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can have whatever you want or whatever you like.
That came up. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, that's probably why it came up on my thing.
They're
and
listening
then
to you.
It is. And what else came up? There was like 5 of them. And I'm just like, banger after banger here. Like, let's keep going. I need to save this playlist, whatever's going on here, because I'm into it.
That is so funny.
People are probably like, what is up with that girl? Because I'm like singing along and dancing along. I'm like, oh, Genuine Pony. Oh my God. I was like, rah, rah,
no, I'm obsessed with that. That is
car.
so funny.
It was good.
I love it.
It was good.
What station were you listening to?
Blonde Mafia. It's my own station on like Apple Music.
Oh, that is so funny. That's so funny.
And that's what it's called on my phone.
I love it. That's so funny.
It's the Blonde Mafia station. I'm my own DJ.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking of cars, I think my blue Range Rover is like on its last leg. And I've been saying that for a couple years now. But it keeps going.
Yeah.
It keeps going. Like I get another year out of it because this car, so I've had this car for like 11 years now. And it's this Range Rover, it's custom shade of blue. Like Rainbow got a little toy matching one when I got it. It was so cute. And it has like the TVs in the back. It has an old school DVD player. And the kids have like a book of DVDs in the back. And they love it. Like they're not allowed very much screen time at all. So this is like, they love that car. They love their Shrek DVDs and like all the stuff they have. And it's just like I put every mile on that car. Like it's done so many road trips, so many back and forths to Vegas, so many of just my LA commute. So it's got like 200,000 miles on it. Like when it's done, I have to donate it for parts. Like there's nothing else you can do with it. And for the past couple of years, I've been like, probably only have another year left, but it keeps going. Probably only have another year left. And then it's like my older Range Rover. So like when the kids have surf camp, that's the one I want to use because I don't want them all sandy and wetsuited out in my new one. You know what I mean? So it's getting close. And I took it in for what the check engine light was on. And I took it in for what's probably going to be its last repair before it's done.
See.
Yeah, we'll see. But I was kind of emotional about it. Because like, some of you probably out there, like, because there's some car snobs out there who have to get a new car every 5 years just because the car's old. I've never been that. Like, if I like a car, I will drive it till its dying day. And it's like the car my kids grew up in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get, like, I would just keep driving it forever if I could.
Yeah. You know what? I get sentimental about cars too. And when I hate and it's one of the reasons why, because Nick's big on leasing and I'm big on buying. Mm-hmm. And so I've done both because of him. But every time I had to turn a car in at the end of a lease, like there's this guilt that comes over me and I feel sad for the car.
Like sorry for an inanimate object, like it's alive. I blame Disney cartoons because we had Disney Channel growing up, and this was back before, because I'm really old, you guys. I'm not talking about Hilary Duff, Miley Cyrus Disney Channel. I'm talking about Disney Channel in its startup era in the 80s when it would just play old Disney shit.
Yeah.
And there's this cartoon called Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet about two hats that fall in love. And they go through like the life cycle of a hat, and it's like the person's wearing the hat, and then the hat gets old, so the hat gets thrown away, which is just like devastating. But then they find each other, and some guy finds the hats like in the gutter and cuts holes in them and puts them on horses, and then they like ride off into the sunset. And I blame that cartoon for making me feel sorry for inanimate objects.
Well, I don't know what my excuse is because I've never seen that cartoon, but I feel it. Like when you were telling the story, I like felt myself get a little teary-eyed. I'm like, I get it.
I saw that as a child, I sobbed.
I would too. I can tell already that I would sob over that. But I don't know what it is. And Nick actually feels it too. So that's why I don't know why he's so into, he just thinks leasing is better financially or whatever. But like he gets the guilt too. Like I feel bad. I feel like I'm leaving like my dog or something. Like,
well, it makes sense because you're dumping like I believe in energy. You guys know that. And you're dumping so much of your personal energy in that car that it almost like becomes its own life form, you know?
And it's part of me. Like it's where I, like a lot of times, like it's where I feel secure. Like I can go sit in my car. Like I don't like it here. I'm not having fun at this dinner or I want to go. It's like I can get away and get in my car and like I can store all my extra stuff in there, whatever I need. And it's just like sort of like an extension of me. Even if it's just a Prius. Like I felt bad about leaving my Prius before too. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be like some special custom car or anything like that. Like I just feel bad. And then like I'm driving away and I'm like, oh, I'm just leaving it.
I know. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, it's so weird. But I feel it bad.
Yeah. So we'll see how long the frozen blue Range Rover lasts before it transforms into a pink Bronco.
And what I was going to...
I'll take the spirit of the car with me and dump it in a pink Bronco.
What I was going to say, too, is I love that color. I know it was custom and stuff, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's such a good color.
You know what's crazy, though? It was custom when I got the car a million years ago, but it was only a few years later Range Rover started doing that exact blue.
No.
And I started seeing driving around, and I'm like... They copied me. I mean, clearly they didn't because nobody from Range Rover knows who I am. But it's that feeling of like, fuck.
Yeah, but somebody from Range Rover might have said, hey, we did this custom color. Or did you do it after?
It wasn't Range Rover. It was like this guy we go to in Vegas for like all our, like he takes care of Candy Cane and like Pasquale's vintage cars and stuff like that.
So it was probably just a fluke then.
Yeah.
But that's weird.
I know. I was like, fuck. Because I mean, it is the shade of blue.
Wow. I think I told you this, that I saw a shade of Range Rover. This is when we were in Palm Beach for dinner. Like that was like over a year ago, I think. And it was this really, I forget what it's called now. It's called like Nebula, I think.
Ooh, what was it?
It's like, it almost looks black for a second, but then you look at it and you're like, no, it's this deep blue, but it has like the glitter in it that has like other colors of blue, so it looks like a nebula, very much space. And I was like, oh my god, I love that color.
That's cool.
It was really cool, and that's when I wanted to wrap my car. I was gonna get something like as similar to that as possible, but then the whole shenanigans with wrapping my car, so here we are still with a white car.
Why did you decide not to wrap it again? Was it because that seam on the inside?
Yeah, it's because when you open the doors, if I go with a dark color, when you open the doors or open the trunk or open anything, it's still going to be white. So it'll look weird. Like it won't, like from the outside, yeah, it'll be totally fine. But anytime you open anything, it's going to show all the white.
Nobody will see it but you.
No, people see it when you open your doors. And I have like those Falcon
so
wing
it's
doors.
Visible,
And anytime you open up your door to get out and stuff, like people would, not that people are like sitting there judging it or looking at it or whatever, but I feel like to me, it just would feel off. Like,
didn't feel worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would need to do a lighter color. And then if I'm going to do a lighter color, like I lean towards like the pinks and the, something really weird. I don't want just like a regular light color. And then Nick's like, well, you can't do it pink because I want to drive it.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Do you remember, okay, this color I used to think was so cool, and I used to see it like on Mustangs a lot. Like when I was little in the 90s, like junior high or something, it was like this iridescent purpley, like, and it would change colors kind of. Like it was very Back to the Future 2 coded. Like you'd see this Mustang coming and it would look purple and then it drives by you and it kind of switches to green. Does anyone remember that, or am I on
I don't remember that, but I see cars that are wrapped in that way that do that now, that have like that whole iridescent. And when I'm saying iridescent, it's not necessarily just the pearly iridescent. It can be like a purple that turns to a green. Like it's a full-on metallic like thing. Depending on which direction you're looking at it, it changes colors. So they have so many wraps now. You can literally get anything you want. Like the song.
Yeah.
You can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you like.
I have to check these texts. I texted Heather because they're trying to bring like an NBA team to Vegas. And somebody was asking on some account, what should the name be? And I think it should be Diamonds, like the card suit.
Yeah.
Like the Las Vegas Diamonds.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about somebody wanted to invest and build this basketball stadium that looks like a diamond. So I thought, oh, they're on the same page as me. They're going to call the team the Diamonds. Now they're talking about calling the team the Jacks. I don't like it.
Well, I think there's already, okay, I don't know shit about baseball, but I think there's already a team that's called like the Diamondbacks. I think it's Arizona Diamondbacks, and it's after a snake.
Oh,
but I feel like
too confusing.
I feel like it would be
like they could be blocked from
and I could be wrong. It might not even be baseball, but I feel like it is.
No, basketball.
I mean, basketball. Oh, wait. I was thinking baseball when you said that. See?
Let me look it up. Diamondbacks team.
Yeah, the Arizona Diamondbacks. I think it's baseball, though, so maybe you're safe.
I just really don't like the name Jacks. And like what happens when you play the Kings? You're not winning. It's terrible for your hand.
That is true.
I don't like it.
That is true.
It's not okay. Diamondbacks is baseball, so we're safe.
Okay, yeah, baseball, yeah.
Yeah, Heather agrees with me.
They're getting a baseball team too, right?
Athletics.
Oh, the A's. All of the teams from my.
I know, we gutted Oakland. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so weird. It's August, and it's when summer is starting to wind down. Does anyone else feel like August is like the Sunday of summer? I know that I start thinking about fall and my Halloween decorations and costumes, but it's also that perfect time to hit reset before the autumn rush. It's time to start switching out those summer pieces and bringing in your fall wardrobe. And Quince proves you don't need a crowded closet to look incredible. You just need the right pieces. Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored, built to last, and transition seamlessly from morning meetings to dinner. Quince also has premium stretch denim starting at just $50, with the kind of perfect fit, structure, and weight you'd expect from a luxury designer brand. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middlemen, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup. I've gotten so many different things from Quince, from a cashmere sweater to really comfortable tracksuits, perfect for lounging around the house, running errands, and traveling. I've gotten amazing candles that smell so expensive, luxurious bath towels. I mean, the list goes on and on. Because with Quince, it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture. Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/nextlevel. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/nextlevel. Yeah. Well, speaking of Colorado and stuff, I leave on Friday.
Yeah.
Super excited.
See, that's one of those coincidence things. We're talking about Aspen and you're going to Colorado.
Yeah, it's funny because I was thinking, oh, we're talking about Aspen and it's all like snowboarding and wintry and it's like 100 degrees. It's like, I hate when they don't like match up. And then I was like, wait a minute, but I'm leaving for Colorado on Friday. So
totally. So where did we leave off? I think we left off. We were on this tour.
We were in Barbie's bedroom.
Broke down for you guys what we were seeing.
Yeah. You know what? The one we left off right in Barbie's bedroom, and I don't know if we really talked about the last line she said. So I want to back up just 1 second. And she says that she's so excited that we are coming to see her house. She didn't think that Hef would ever do that. I know we mentioned that, but then she ends it with, I wanted to be the decorator at the mansion, but he didn't trust me. And I think what she's done with her house is incredible and crazy and stuff. But could you imagine, like, just think about what the guest house was?
Yeah, I thought that too. I'm exactly thinking the same thing as you are. And like, I don't want to be mean because I think Barbie's incredibly talented.
For sure.
I thought the game house was cute, how she incorporated the little American antiques in there with the video games and stuff. But I don't think seeing her house is making Hef regret not picking, because it's just not him and it doesn't suit the mansion.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, if you're able to take your personal taste aside and be like, okay, this is the Playboy mansion, so we're gonna do it like this and do it very kind of how the magazine showed things and like took Hef's personal choices and stuff into consideration, then maybe she could have pulled it off.
Yeah.
But based on how the guest house looked and the game house, I feel like...
Yeah, because the way she says that, she's like, I was really excited to show Hef my house because when he got the mansion, I wanted to be the decorator and he didn't trust me. And I'm like, but I'm not sure he's thinking he made a mistake when he sees it because it's just not his taste.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And you know what Barbie's house sort of reminds me of? Before I moved to the mansion, in my house, have you ever seen photos of the house?
Yeah, with all the different walls and the
I
painting and stuff.
hand-painted everything. Like, hand-painted the walls. Not like drawing cartoons on them like we were talking about before, but like hand-painted the walls. Like, everything was like kind of crazy like Barbie's house.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the same extent, of course, but like very much a lot similar.
I have a question. Are you the type of person that wants your house to be somewhat cohesive, or do you want every room to be like a different world?
I've changed throughout my life.
What's the evolution been?
Back then, I wanted everything to be like a different theme. Like my dining room was all like tropical tiki themed. My kitchen was very kind of like 50s red and white checkerboard like type of thing. My living room was just like very like eclectic, like bright colors and bright pillows and bright everything, like every color of the rainbow. Then I had a half bath off to the side that was like black and white stripes with black and white checkers with black and white, like it was very much an illusion thing. Yeah, very crazy. And then like, I mean, just all over the place. I mean, and I liked that. I liked each room had its own like theme.
Yeah, and you're not like that anymore?
No, now I want, and then obviously at the mansion, I really wanted to embody like my feminine, the girly and the pink and the, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And then, and a little bit more glamorous and stuff. And now I would say my look, when I get to decorate my next house is going to be, very much on the glamour end and a little bit pushing the darker goth side of things.
Yeah.
But in a very like girly, feminine, and very glamorous kind of way. If that makes sense. I see it.
I feel like I see a vision. I don't know if it's the same vision, but I feel like I can see.
I see it, but I don't know if other people, and I feel like Nick sees it too, and I feel like he's into it. It'll be like fairy tale, gothic, glamour, feminine.
Yeah. I love doing every room different. Like with Pasquale's in my house, like every room was very different. I remember one time he had somebody over. I don't remember who or why or what. And it was early on, like right after we'd finished the house. And this lady walked through and she goes, oh, I was thinking about buying this house and I would have either done it all. I wouldn't have done this. I would have done either like all Spanish or all Moroccan throughout. And it made me so angry. I wasn't present when this was said, but it made me so angry. I was demanding to know who she was. I was also postpartum, so like off my rocker. I want to know who she was. I hated this fucking bitch. Fuck you. You didn't buy this house. Who the fuck cares how you would have decorated it, you boring motherfucking bitch.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of worked up thinking about it now.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just like hit home. Not that I give a shit what anybody else thinks about my decor choices. If I did, I would be a little more basic about it. But something about that made me so mad that somebody would come into my home and be like, oh, I thought about buying this house, but you didn't. And I would have done this.
Okay, well, first of all, your house was incredibly decorated.
Thank you.
So jealous of that in a good way. Like, totally want that. And even though each room had like its own theme, it still all flowed, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I felt like it was still in the same. How do I put this? It was still like in the same vein of things or something.
One thing I think helped was we had Kim do the house.
Yeah.
And she did a lot of, and what she does a lot at the Disney parks too, is she does a lot of like carved wood appliques from a couple different places. And that was consistent from room to room.
Yeah.
So there were like definite elements that went everywhere.
I think that
Did you
helps.
ever see Pasquale's office?
The circus?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite rooms.
Yeah.
I was like very responsible for that.
Of course, I love that because I love
it. Turned out so cute. It's like it's a small office, and we had it painted to look like a tent. And there's like the rope-looking, crown molding, and it's just so cute. And then the shelves with all like his festival stuff. I loved it.
Did I ever tell you that?
And the monkey chandelier. That's what I found. This antique Chippendale monkey chandelier.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that when we go to Colorado, when we're in Denver, we stay on this street? It's where Nick's sister lives. It's a very historic street that's like big houses and stuff. And next door is a house that I forget who it is. It wasn't, I don't think it was Barnum and Bailey, but one of the big circus people owned that house. And they've done a bunch of circus elements in there, like a nod to the former owner who built the house. And I think it's so cool. And I always say, I want this house one day. I want
circus elements in decor can be so cool. And I was very much inspired by like the playroom at the Los Angeles Theater.
Yes.
Oh, because they have the rope like crown molding.
Yes.
That looks like rope. It's so cool.
That place is incredible.
Oh my God. So cool. Obsessed.
Yes.
Preserve it at all costs.
See, my aesthetic is sort of that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Like,
there's a cute place you would like at Disney World. It's right next to the Boardwalk Hotel. It's called the name is so corny, Abracadabra Bar. And it's a bar that's like early 1900s magician themed.
Oh,
it's really cute.
Yeah. I say no more. I love it already.
Mm-hmm. It's really cute.
Yeah.
So back to Barbie. So the next room we go in is her office, which is one of the most interesting rooms.
Yes.
Because it's all like the walls are just inlaid with this design of different stones and crystals that light up. And all kinds of things. And a room like this makes me think like when you were feeling weird energy, there's just so many materials in that house that would hold onto energy.
Yeah.
So I don't doubt it.
Do you think it's a good idea to, I'm not a big crystal person, even though people probably think I would be. I'm not a big crystal person. I have a couple, but like, do you think it's good to have a lot of different crystals? I see people that collect them and get all these crystals and giant ones and stuff like that. And there's something that tells me that, at least for me personally, one shouldn't have that many crystals.
That you could really go down a spiritual rabbit hole with that. Even down to the point, like, I've heard people talk about like crystals having like a kind of, not the same kind of consciousness we do, but like a kind of sentience. And I've heard, when they do like the man-made like AB coating over crystals. I've heard that crystals don't like that. Like they hate it. Like it's a form of like torture for the. You guys are like, this bitch has lost her rocker, but somebody else said it and I just listened to it. And I've heard that crystals that come from Hawaii don't want to be taken from Hawaii. Like, do not take a crystal from Hawaii. But other people too, like different healers and stuff I've worked with, will say that they feel different things from different crystals, and that they don't like malachite because oftentimes it comes from really unethical mines where like slave labor is used, and they can feel all kinds of energy on different things. And I believe it.
I feel like I'm not anti crystals, but I feel like having a special crystal for like this or a special crystal for that is fine. But when people have like tons of them or whole rooms or something, I start to feel like those energies are not jiving all the time. Mm-hmm. Like this. I feel like it's too much.
Even where I put crystals around my house, and I don't have any giant ones or anything, they're all pretty small, but I kind of place them a little intuitively, like where I think they want to go.
I don't know about for you guys, but here in LA, it is August and it is still hot. And it has completely changed my eating routine. Like, I don't want to cook. I don't want to be heating up the oven. I don't want to be cooking over a hot stove. I'm lucky if I feel like turning on the air fryer or the toaster oven. But luckily, with Hungry Root, there are lots of recipes that I can make right in my toaster oven or right in the air fryer. And you guys know how much I love Hungry Root. It just keeps getting more and more personalized the more I'm using it. It learns my tastes and my dietary needs, and it keeps refining my preferences. With over 50,000 chef-crafted recipes and over 1,000 grocery items, even somebody picky like myself can find stuff they want to eat. The variety never gets old. Many recipes are ready in just 15 minutes or less, and there's always something new to try. And Hungry Root screens out over 200 additives like high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives. This is something I really appreciate because I don't want to be reading the back of boxes and labels and spending that time at the grocery store. And all of their meat and seafood is high quality with no hormones or antibiotics. Hungry Root's quality standard doesn't slip, and you know what to expect. I legitimately do not even think about grocery shopping or meal planning or anything anymore. It just happens for me. I love getting lots of snacks, so like beef sticks, yogurts, pickles, crackers, cheese, you name it. I love those quick on-the-go snacks. You are going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. For a limited time, get 40% off your first order, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/nextlevel and use code NEXTLEVEL. That's hungryroot.com/nextlevel, code NEXTLEVEL to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life.
And I say Barbie's house is very inspiring because it just shows it's possible to do anything. Mm-hmm. And it does.
And I do like that she has like a cubby for everything. Like, this is my pencil cubby, and this is my...
like the whole craft room of it all is really cool. Do you feel like if you're doing crafts with a lot of messy little pieces, you would lose shit in there?
Oh, yeah, because
all
you
the
can't
patterns,
see.
And I know.
Yeah, your eyes would be like, I can't find where all my crystals went because there's crystals inlaid in the thing. It would be confusing, yes.
And then there are these creepy masks on a windowsill, and Kendra says, these are so cool. And Barbie goes, those are the kids.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's cool to have a mask made of your kid's face, but they look creepy.
They did.
Sitting there and shit. Those are the kids.
Well, I think she even says that they're creepy. I think Kendra says something. She goes, I know they're creepy. Or something. I think, or somebody said, like, agreed that they are kind of creepy.
And then Kendra's so funny how she describes it. She's like, you look this way and there's a freaking gremlin. Look that way, there's a UFO. And they're showing all this weird
and they
funny
show
stuff.
them. And there are these weird like masks and UFOs and aliens and creepy things and stuff. Totally. What if like Barbie got like some inspiration from like a visitation or something?
Like an alien visitation?
Yeah.
Because Ariana was saying she thought she was visited by an alien there.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
Because like, where do you come up with the idea to like build these like 5 different discs for your house? And why would you want to do it in copper?
Yeah, and then she said the last thing she decorated in the house was the nightclub with like the big crystals and stuff. And I remember her telling us when we were there that that was the last room and she didn't know what she was going to do. And she said she woke up in the middle of the night, like she got a vision, and she woke her husband up and she's like, I know what I'm going to do in the nightclub.
Yeah.
Like that is a download.
I don't know. I just feel like there's something there.
So then we say we went on an hour-long tour of Barbie's house, and then she's like, okay, I'll show you the other half later.
I know. I remember thinking I was so exhausted. Like, we'd already had a long day and stuff, but like I felt like so exhausted. I was like, there's more.
And then we end with a voiceover from Kendra. Can I borrow some pants? This turns into a gag through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then that night we had dinner at their house, but we don't see the dinner till later.
I say in an interview, it's hard to pick what the wackiest thing is in there.
Yeah, it is. So that night we had dinner at their house, but you don't see the dinner later. And we also stayed the night there. So tell me about what staying the night was like for you.
I didn't want to do it. I know I've tried to describe this before, but I was very, very anti spending the night. I begged when we were done filming, I begged the film crew, because we had that hotel room back in town that we were using during the day and that we're going to go back and use the next day too. So I knew we had that there. And I was like, please take me back with you. Like, nothing gets filmed until you guys come back, so I can come back with you guys early in the morning, as early as you want, and act like I spent the night and be here to help make breakfast and everything, but I cannot spend the night here. Like, I cannot do it. I don't know what it was. I can't describe it. I can't describe it any more than what I've already done. It just was this, like, foreboding feeling that I needed to leave. I could not spend the night there, and they refused to let me. Not only that, but I was starving. Like, I didn't eat dinner. We'll get to that part. And I was so hungry, and I was just begging them to let me leave. They refused. Everybody was going to bed. And Ariana stayed up with me for a little while, and thank God, because we just like kind of like walked around, and then Kendra like opted to go to bed, and I was like, oh shit. And then finally Ariana was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed, and I was just dreading it. Thank God there was a TV in my room. Didn't have very many channels, if I remember right, but like I've found something I would have never have watched, like some sort of like, you know, police drama show or something. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but it was something that I wasn't watching. And I remembered that the phones barely worked, but I was able to get like a couple texts here and there. And I was like, oh, thank God, civilization. Like people, like, I don't know. It was bad. Then I couldn't sleep.
And what was the feeling? Were you just feeling repelled from there? Was it an emotion? Was it like a presence?
It wasn't a presence. It was more like just a foreboding. I don't even know for sure. But just like, I got to get out of here. And I cannot spend the night here, which I did. I didn't have a choice. I had to. And I remember
would have been so weirded out if you would have left, I feel.
Well, I wouldn't have even told him.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have done it without telling him, but like I could have left with the film crew and come back in the morning and no one would have known.
That's true.
Like, but they just wouldn't let me do it. I remember almost wanting to cry when they left.
Oh, man.
Like, please don't leave me here. It sounds so ridiculous looking back on it because it's just Barbie's house. And of course it was like, you know, amazing and stuff. And they were so nice and everything. But like, I was like.
Was it just like a feeling of sadness that wasn't yours?
It was definitely a crazy feeling of sadness.
Yeah.
There was definitely that. And just, I don't know, I wish I could put it into words better. But yeah, sadness is a good way. Sadness, foreboding, like just need to get out of here. Almost can't take this energy anymore that's in here. Like the feeling that I'm having. Loneliness. It was like a crazy feeling of loneliness, like severe.
Yeah.
Like.
That's so interesting.
I don't know. It was weird. And I was happy when we had Ariana on and she said that she didn't feel comfortable growing up in that house either. And that she had a lot of, you know, experiences and emotional like things like that too with the house. I'm like, oh, good. Because here I feel like I'm being an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how I feel about it. Like I truly felt this way and I can't deny that I'm feeling this way, but at the same time, part of it makes me feel like an asshole for feeling this way about someone else's house. And I'm not trying to be that way at all. They were so nice.
Yeah.
Really rolled out the red carpet, but I felt like shit there.
Yeah. Do Ariana and Katie Manzella know each other? Because they kind of remind me of each other. They're both like
Wait, don't they know each other really well?
spiritual. I don't know.
I think they know I think they grew up together. I think they know each other really well.
Okay, good.
I could be wrong on that, but
I don't know that they did.
Really?
Because Katie was in LA.
Oh, am I getting it confused with just her relationship with Marston? Because I thought...
Yeah, Katie, I think, knew Marston.
Yeah.
Because she would come to the house and play with like Jack Nicholson's daughter and stuff.
Katie and Ariana, I feel like, would love each other.
Mm-hmm. They both remind me of like crystal children, star children.
Yeah. I remember, I think your and Hef's room was close to mine because I feel like I could hear you and Hef talking a little bit. And I totally wish that I could like share a room with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was one of the times that I was like jealous that you and Hef had each other. Like, oh, they had somebody. And I couldn't share a room with Kendra because I'm pretty sure it was just like a twin bed in there. It was a very small bed anyway. It might have been a double or something. It wasn't like really room for two people to share the room. Mm-hmm. But I wished. It was like a time when I wished I could share a room. Just so there was like to break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I slept well.
Oh, no. My night was interesting for two reasons. One, in the bathroom, I found a box of human teeth.
Yeah.
It was like a decorative box full of human teeth. And it wasn't kids' teeth, I don't think. It looked like adult molars.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was kids' teeth.
No, I don't think so. It was like adult molars. But Ariana was here and said that was an art piece, but I swear it was real teeth. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it was fake teeth that were made to confuse people.
But
like
why?
maybe it's a funny gag. Like, let's put this in the guest bathroom and see if anybody says anything about what they find.
Maybe. Maybe.
But that was funny. And then the second thing is I'd never been at such a high altitude before because this is higher than Vail. And I have breast implants. And when I would toss and turn at night, I would hear and feel them like they were a waterbed mattress. Isn't that strange?
It's weird.
And I looked it up and like, that's a thing. But I had waterbed boobs. Like I would turn over and be like, "Blue?" Like you'd hear and feel it like you're on a waterbed mattress. It was so strange. And like for those who don't have them, like day to day, like you're unaware of them. It just like blends into your body unless you have some kind of like reaction or something.
Yeah.
So this was the first time I was ever like aware of them. It was like roll over and you
And
feel
then-
it and hear it.
Later, Kendra said she had that happen to her too while she was there.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. I remember being so glad when it was morning time and to get up and like, let's get this, let's
Show
get this
on the
going.
road.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about finding a deal. I don't know if it was my mom dragging me to garage sales when I was little or what, but there's something so much more exciting about finding a deal or finding a rare item you never thought you'd see again rather than just buying it retail. And you know where you can do that? You can do it on Whatnot. Whatnot is the #1 live shopping app in the US where shopping happens in real time with real people, real conversations, and incredible deals. It's a super fun community. You can find amazing deals. There are amazing sellers with great taste going live 24/7. You can comment in real time and they will show you a close-up of the clothes, explain the sizing, and answer any questions. You can also become a seller if you have clothes, bags, or accessories sitting in your closet you no longer reach for. Whatnot makes it easy to turn them into cash, connect with shoppers who share your style, and have fun going live while doing it. You can also shop in a more traditional way, just scrolling through listings, which is how I found my Juicy purse. I get so many compliments on this purse, and someone complimented it in front of my daughter, and I said, oh, I got it on Whatnot. And my daughter whips her head around. She's 13 and she goes, Whatnot? I love Whatnot. Mom, do you have the app? Now, her online time is very limited, so I'm not sure how she saw Whatnot, but it's what the kids are doing today. Moral of the story. Download Whatnot today and get $20 off your first purchase. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store. Sign up and start finding the best deals on the products you love with $20 off your first purchase.
So we come back from commercial to a glorious montage of Aspen scenery over classical music. It's morning time.
And I was shocked that the show did that and didn't show the dinner the night before because I was like, wait, what happened? They're not showing the dinner?
Yeah, they
But
move it later.
They just, switch things around. They kind of make it look like we stayed 2 nights, but we did not. We only
Yeah.
stayed the one night. I come into the kitchen and I say good morning, and Barbie and Ariana and you are already standing there. And I offer to start helping with breakfast, and I do help with breakfast. And it's so annoying that once again, they cut out everything that I did.
I think they definitely don't want us helping in the kitchen or knowing how to do anything. Because even when I offer to help and say I want coffee and like, oh, can I make the coffee? Barbie goes, do you know how to do it?
Yeah.
Like it's very much like they want us to be the ones that just have never touched a thing in the kitchen in our lives.
Right.
So spoiled.
Yeah.
You know?
But I feel like sometimes like I go out of my way to be helpful or do things or like, you know, be a part of it or whatever, and they go out of their way to cut me out of things.
Yeah, probably.
And this is one of those scenes because I know I helped make breakfast. But they show like Barbie, she's got one hand mixing this and the other hand like flipping bacon.
Yeah,
and you can tell
it's
she's
so
stressed
funny.
out and got like a million things going on. And she's like micromanaging every single thing that Ariana is doing. And
Oh my God, it's so funny because Ariana's making the thing, and it's just funny how she's like hovering over Ariana and being like, did you put vanilla in? Yeah, it doesn't look like enough. Yeah.
And part of me is like, maybe they were just doing that for the show. Like maybe she's just being funny or micromanaging for the show or whatever. But if I had somebody micromanaging every little thing I did like that, I would just like I would just be like, you do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
Well, then you do it.
That's what I
And you do it.
That's what I do. If somebody's like standing over me, are you going to add this? Are you going to do that or whatever? I'll be like, here, you do it. And walk away. Don't micromanage me.
And I see, this is so weird, but Elaine's there like photographing us, and I see a camera flash go off in the scene, and it was distracting and weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Like I've never really noticed that before. And then Barbie announces that Hef eats cantaloupe with salt. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He would get like a slice of cantaloupe and put a ton of salt on it.
You know what? A lot of people do that, and they do it on watermelon and stuff too.
Weird.
I know. I cannot even dream of doing that.
I'm not big on mixing salt with anything sweet though. Like I'm not a salted caramel girly.
Me
Like I
neither.
love both of sweet and salty individually, but keep it separate.
Same.
Ew, like I feel like salted caramel just feels like somebody spilled the wrong shit in your food.
I agree. Thank God. Hallelujah. Because
Yeah.
it's such an epidemic. And I'm tired of it. Everything is salted caramel. And I love caramel. It's one of my favorite things. But stop with the sea salt in it. Stop.
Yeah, I don't
Stop.
like it at all.
I don't like it on top of my cookies. I sit there and scratch it off.
Even with baking, sometimes you have to put like a quarter teaspoon of salt in. And I know part of that's for like the baking process, but I have to make sure it's stirred in so good. Because have you ever baked stuff with salt in it and you might get like a bite that's a little salty of a cookie? Like,
Yes. In fact, a lot of times I skip the salt because I use salted butter and I'm like, that's good enough.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive to salt. I don't like it. And everybody, you're the exception now, I didn't even know, seems to love it. Like Nick and everybody in his family love it.
And it's so common. Like it's such a common flavor. Like sometimes I'll be ordering something and like that's the only flavor. And I'm like, ew, who likes this?
Yeah, salted caramel? I'm like, no.
Yeah. That's a no from me.
I am so glad there's somebody else that
Yeah.
agrees with that. And she's over there making homemade whipped cream. And yeah, this is one of those breakfasts. I remember it was really good. And I remember like when I was rewatching this, I could like smell it and like almost
Yeah.
taste it and like made me really want breakfast.
Hef comes downstairs wearing the same shirt he wore the day before, which isn't literally the same shirt. Like he'll have more than one, but it was like the same.
Oh,
Design.
really? I didn't
It was
even
like it was
notice.
that orange shirt with like the blue
Yes.
grid on it.
Yes.
Very strange. So Barbie's catering to Hef, and of course it cuts to my resting bitch face.
Yes.
And I don't remember like giving two flying fucks about it.
Why would you?
Yeah, no.
But she's really going out of her way to make sure like everything Hef's ever wanted to eat for breakfast is there, whether it's English muffins, French toast, bacon, cantaloupe, like just everything. Like it's like she probably had hard-boiled eggs and stuff. There's
Yeah.
like 10 different breakfasts going on just to
Yeah.
make sure Hef has something that he's going to eat. And I feel bad because she's like hand making this whipped cream and stuff, and Hef doesn't want anything to do with any of it.
Yeah, he's very rude. It's weird when he's offered the whipped cream. He doesn't want it, but instead of just saying no thank you, he gets all defensive and weird and almost scared like somebody might touch him with it. It's very weird. Barbie comes over with a giant bowl of homemade whipped cream and Hef is like, I'm not going to have that. I'm a butter and maple syrup man. And he's like so stern about it. And it's like, calm down. Nobody's accosting you with the whipped cream.
It's like somebody's going to force him to have whipped cream on his French toast and he's going to die from it.
So Marston pops up on Instagram. I sent it to you out of nowhere with a ghost story.
Everybody's been sending it to me. In fact, Brian Alea texted me and was like,
I was like, excuse me, sir, have you told Bridget about this? Like, how many times have we talked and we've never heard this room 3 ghost story?
And not only that, but I've told him my ghost story in that room, and his is so similar to mine, and he never mentioned it.
That's so funny. He must have like remembered it out of the blue.
That's what I was just going to say. Do you think it's the paranormal amnesia?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yes. People so commonly forget about ghost stories and then something will trigger your mind and be like, oh yeah. And I think it's the mind being defensive and wanting to like normalize something it didn't understand, so you forget about it.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we're going outside. We're driving to get on a sleigh ride, and I'm wearing
No, first we go outside and they took it out.
They don't show the tubing thing or sledding.
It's a deleted scene, so we'll get into it. But we go. I really wanted to go tubing, and we didn't do it at the resort at all. So Barbie actually has this little spot, like a little hill on the side of her house where they do like sledding, I guess, more than tubing. And so we went sledding for a little bit. But it's a deleted scene, so we'll talk about all the deleted scenes at the end. But
so we drive out to go on a sleigh ride after the tubing they don't show, and I'm wearing an absolutely rancid sweater combo.
Oh no,
this was not an episode for fashion for me at all. Like I hate it. I am wearing a really cute pink capped sleeve sweater in my confessional that I wish I still had, but that's the only thing.
I have a question. So Keith is there in the morning for breakfast. Did he spend the night or did he go back to his place?
Good question. I have no idea.
I feel like he went back to his place, but then showed up for breakfast.
Yeah. There is the cutest black lab in the sleigh. His name was Cowboy. And there were Clydesdale horses pulling the sleigh. Mm-hmm. We passed by a really cute ghost town called Ashcroft, and it was so cute. It looked like something straight out of Little House on the Prairie, all these little log cabins.
Oh, I want to go back to Ashcroft.
It looks cool.
I want to see it like in the summertime, like right now. Like, in fact, on this trip, we had the option of like going through Aspen, and I told Nick, maybe we should stop in Aspen for a night and stay there. And I was thinking to myself, Ashcroft. And then I was also thinking, I would text Ariana and be like, hey, can we come see the Copper Palace?
You should. Then maybe you'd see Barbie and can talk to her about the pod.
Exactly.
You should do
That's exactly what I was thinking. But Nick's like, no, we don't need to stop in Aspen. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then I looked up rooms in Aspen. I mean, granted, we're late to the party, but rooms in Aspen are so expensive.
Even in the summer?
Yes.
Wild.
So, like, I mean, we're talking like, and granted, I'm last minute, so most things are probably booked up. And I've stayed in Aspen. We stayed there, I don't know. It's been a while now. A while ago for one of my birthdays. And we stayed at the Grand Jerome. I think it's called the Grand Jerome Hotel. It's really cool. I think you would really like the way it's decorated and stuff. And it's right in Aspen proper. I went just to that hotel because I know it. The rooms start at like $1,600 a night.
Damn.
And I was just like, wait, this is just like a road trip thing. That we're not trying to like do some fancy vacation here. But I was like, and we need 2 rooms because his brother's coming with us. And so I was like,
that's crazy.
Maybe not here.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, well, maybe that's just that hotel or whatever. But I brought it up, but that was one of the cheaper hotels to stay at. It was crazy expensive. And I was like,
that's really weird.
We could maybe drive through Aspen. I don't know about spending the night. Because Vail, of course, is expensive too, but not like that.
Yeah.
It's like a third of the price.
Did you ever notice, this was years ago, maybe like when I first moved to Vegas, they started doing a show. It was like a Real Housewives ripoff, but it was called like Aspen Confidential. And I'm like, how are you going to do a show like that without Barbie? Come on.
Yeah.
Like if you were going to do any kind of like Real Housewives of Aspen, like that's the first person you should ask.
For sure. I love Clydesdale horses. I think they're so incredible. And that dog was freaking me out. Like, I think the dog kind of leads the thing. I think it's used to doing this, but it would like cut in front of the horses. And I was freaking out. And then we talk in commentary about how the dog almost got hit by a snowmobile while we were going.
Jesus. It's like the dog from Little House on the Prairie that just like walks next to the wagon.
Yeah.
And almost doesn't make it across the river. But he does.
And then do you remember that we didn't finish the sleigh ride?
Well, I don't remember that because I think when stuff like that would happen, it was so hef that I just didn't think much of it. But in commentary, Kendra says, this was a 5-minute sleigh ride because it was so cold. Hef was like, turn it around. And that brought back memories.
Same. Like, I didn't just remember it just thinking back on this trip. But after that was brought up in commentary, I like remembered. Like, so you guys, it's freezing. I know it looks like a bright sunny day, but it is freezing out, and we're all cuddled in. We got a blanket over us, but it is not cutting it. Like, it's so cold. And we're supposed to take this sleigh ride to lunch somewhere, wherever the ending point is. And it's so cold. Hef like gets all grumpy and pissy, and he's like, turn it around. And like, this sleigh had to try and turn around with these horses, and turn around on this path. And we got kind of stuck, and the horses got kind of stuck in the snow. And we had to get out for it to turn around and then go back and then get in the car and go to lunch.
Yeah, I think when stuff like that kind of happens, I would disassociate a lot because it was just like, oh, here's Hef being Hef. I'm just going to go look at the sky and wait until things are solved, you know. But I do remember kind of being bummed we couldn't like veer off into Ashcroft. I thought that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then the next scene is dinner. Where did we have lunch? I don't even remember the lunch.
It was, I didn't write it down, but I had it on the schedule. It was just some place like up in the next little town area. I don't even know if it's considered a town or just a different part of the resort or whatever, but I think it was like maybe I'm getting this confused with another episode, but I feel like it was like this maybe I'm getting this confused with the Vail episode. I was going to say it's like a little barbecue place, but that was Vail. We had barbecue lunch at the top of the hill. You asked Barbie if she's ever done the sleigh ride before, and she said, oh, yes, and she loves it, especially at night when you can see all the stars.
And the next scene is dinner, which is not when it really happened.
Right. Like in real life, after that lunch, we go home. Like we leave. But it has us staying another night, it looks like.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't. I would have lost my mind. I would have insisted staying at the hotel a second night. Like, no way.
So we're at this giant dinner table, and I'm looking at the table, and I go, oh, this dragon is so cute on it. And it's so cute because Ariana goes, there's a story behind it. And I go, what is it? And she goes, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I crack up. But then George, Barbie's husband, says the story behind it is he bought it at an auction, found out it used to belong to Andrew Carnegie.
And you guys, they invited other people to this dinner that we didn't know. And then they did the thing where they separate us. Like you and Hef got to sit together, but the rest of us were separated in between like new people to encourage the conversation, I guess. And it's so cringe to me. Like nothing wrong with the people that were there, but I just personally
it's a hard thing,
don't like that tradition to do that. In fact, I feel like I'm more social when I'm sitting with somebody I know because then like you kind of like roll off each other's conversations.
Yeah, you can be a team talking to the other people.
Yes.
Like that's always a better dynamic, I feel.
Yes.
Like if you're next to somebody you know, but then there's a new person here. They should do it 2 and 2.
Yeah. And luckily I was sitting by Keith, which is good. But Kendra and I were separated. And then you and Hef were a pair but separated. So, yeah. And it would have been really nice to be sitting by Kendra in this because both of us had the same food aversions that's about to happen.
Your hair looks really cute in this scene.
Oh, thank you. That's saying a lot, too, because that's just me doing it. Like,
it looks really good.
For, dinner.
So the next thing we have is my favorite scene, a food scene.
Yes. First thing they bring out is salads, and they were very foo-foo-y salads. Like I think it had like fennel and pine nuts, which I don't mind pine nuts, but it had like, I don't like fennel at all. And like the very fancy, very bitter lettuces, like the frilly ones. I like different lettuces.
Yeah.
Like I like butter lettuce and iceberg lettuce and romaine lettuce and like different things like that. But there are some that are just way too bitter for me. And usually when they start getting like fancy. I don't even mind kale. Like I'm okay
Yeah.
with that, but like some of those leafy ones get way too bitter and foul tasting to me. And if there's things like I said, like fennel or really strong herbs in the dressing and stuff, like or like a what's the other one that they use a lot, like a pesto-y or something. Like I cannot do it.
Yeah.
And Kendra was feeling that way too.
They have this dumb thing with me where I'm commenting on pacing myself because I don't want to get too full. And it's just so unnecessary. Like, I'm fine being left out of the scene if you're going to have me comment on like pacing myself. It's giving ED. I don't like it.
Oh.
And it's just dumb and unnecessary and kind of playing into diet culture. Like, it's not super overt, but like, I don't like it. It's not interesting.
I could see you taking it that way, but how I took it was that you love the food. And,
I did like it, yeah.
And you just have to pace yourself so you don't overeat too much. Whereas Kendra and I are like, I am not touching this.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was kind of playing it
Okay.
against us, and but I see why you took it that way for sure.
George, Barbie's husband, asks Hef about the mansion. And Hef says the house changed the course of his life because when he was in Chicago, he was work obsessed. And I wonder why that changed when he came to California, though, because it's not like he couldn't work at home in California. And it's not like he wasn't partying in Chicago.
Right. I think maybe it was just a different lifestyle with more outside activities. Like back then he played tennis, so he had his own tennis court. They put in this pool and grotto, so there was like pool time. He has a zoo that he could theoretically walk through whenever he wanted to. There's just more outdoor activity that doesn't like make him just stay at home in bed, even though he did a lot of that still in LA. But like I feel like it's just a more active lifestyle type place.
And it's like the laid back California vibe.
Especially I feel like when you grew up in Chicago and it's what you think LA should be, you know?
Yeah.
So you want to play into that maybe a little bit more.
And it's probably a feeling kind of like, oh, I've made it. I worked so hard for so long.
Yeah. But it isn't that he wasn't still working in LA and still, still working from home and everything. But yeah.
And then a siren goes off.
Yes. Which I totally forgot about the siren.
Yeah, that was so weird. And then they show Barbie's disco, which the siren was kind of summoning us toward. And then Kendra says in commentary, this is the cheesiest moment I've ever filmed. And we all go dance in the nightclub. Then after that, we're in the conversation pit in the living room talking with Barbie. And she says she was inspired by the 2 Playboy mansions because she surrounded herself at her home in art. And she saw all the art at both of the mansions. And then Barbie says, and then he said real or fake, and I said real. And there's a pause, and she goes, I don't want a fake copper building. And I think that's cute because it's a throwback to the first time we met Barbie, and we're sitting in the med room, and she goes, those look really real. And Hef goes, yeah, the way they make them now, you can't even tell. And everybody thinks we're talking about boobs, but really we're talking about the fake plants.
Yes.
So I think that's a cute little connection. Barbie is wearing a sky dress. She's keeping up with the times.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
And then Kendra in commentary says she was miserable during that scene and was like, get me out of here. And I wouldn't have noticed it unless she said anything, but she is sitting there with like a look on her face.
And she's like this.
Like just a antsy, like ADD, get me the fuck out of here type of face.
Yes. I know that we say in commentary too that we only dance for like one song, and then we were like, okay, that's good. And they
Yeah.
were like, wait, that was only one song. We're not like, I think
so
they thought we
funny.
were going to really party
Yeah.
all night or something. And we're like,
That's so
okay, yeah, look at
funny.
the time.
And then I say it was fun to be on Barbie's turf, and I think it was fun for Hef to see how married life with Barbie would have been.
And I wrote again how melancholy I felt and everything and wanted to go back. I was begging. I was starving too. And I did end up scrounging through their freezer, and I found like, who knows how old it was, but like a frozen pizza.
I thought you were going to say an Uncrustable.
No. And I got Kendra and I was like, I found a pizza. It was just like a individual one, but like, I'll share it with you because I know
Yeah.
she didn't eat either. For some reason, she didn't want. She was like already over it, like just ready to go to bed. And I had that, so at least there was that. But I was still like super hungry and wanting to go bad.
When I say the line about Hef saw how Married Life with Barbie could have been. They do a graphic of the mansion and they turn it copper and have a UFO fly over it.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were on the plane flying back, Hef was playing backgammon with Keith, and Michael, or one of the producers, comes up and says to Hef, hey, will you say to Keith, oh, it's like the Playboy Mansion of Colorado? And Hef got super offended and snappy, and he goes, no, Barbie wishes. I'm not going to say that.
I
was
can
like,
see that. Yeah. I think it's interesting when we were sitting at the conversation pit, Barbie talks about how in 1969, do you remember our first trip was here to Aspen? And do you remember what was happening at that time? We looked up at the moon, and it was our first time to the moon.
That was the day of the moon landing?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And so
What
they
a
were
fun
looking,
memory.
they were in Aspen, and they're looking up the moon going like, oh my God, we're up there right now.
That's so crazy.
It is crazy. And then I just thought it was such a fun fact too for like who I'm with now and stuff, because, you know, Nick's dad was an astronaut, one of the original astronauts and stuff. So I just thought, oh, I'll have to remember to tell Nick. I forgot again, but I need to remember to tell Nick that because it's such like an interesting little
so
fun
fun.
fact.
There's a sentimental scene where we say goodbye. And Barbie says, these three girls are some of the nicest girls Hef's been with. And it makes me wonder, who did she think was not so nice that he was with?
Yeah.
I'm curious. The last thing I say, I didn't even write down what it was, but it's so Frankenbited. It's awful. It like makes no sense. I wish I would have written down what it was.
I wrote down what you said. It says, this is just before you board the plane. Is that the line you're talking about?
so.
So you say, this trip was really interesting for Hef. I think it gave him some great stories and some great memories about Barbie. I won't forget it. And then I wrote on my notes, is this Frankenbited or what?
Yeah, it makes zero sense.
Yes.
I think it was something they were, who knows. And then there's a shot of our plane flying away, and we hear Kendra's voice saying, my pants!
Yeah.
What are your best and worst?
First, I want to say I am shocked that they don't show us arriving home to the mansion, because Kevin always told me he had this thing where we start at the mansion and we end at the mansion. He always wanted us back home at the mansion. I guess getting on the plane implies that we are going back, but I just feel like they're even just a beat of us like pulling up in the limo and somebody saying we're home or something.
I think they probably just like my pants because it buttoned that gag we've had going.
Yeah, and maybe at this point Kevin's kind of over that. Like maybe that was more in the beginning.
Yeah,
he wanted
I think
it to
so. I
be
think
that.
it's established enough that.
Yeah. So my worst is they're always cutting out the things I do. I guess I'm not interesting because they cut out snowmobiling. They cut out the massage that I got in the room. They cut out me doing sledding. They cut out me helping in the kitchen. Not that I feel like they should have filmed this, but the overwhelming feeling I had at the house is my worst because I can still feel it watching this back.
What's your best?
My best is I really felt close with everybody again on this trip, especially Kendra, because we're always sort of like positioned off together. I just wrote, there's certain days where I can feel how close Kendra and I were, and this is one of them. I don't think it necessarily translates on the show. I don't think you see us doing anything together or anything like that, but I remember feeling it. Her and I were on like the same page about a lot of the things, and so I can feel that. I thought it was really cool to see Barbie's house.
Yes.
Like, holy shit, I'm so glad that we got to do that. And I'm sorry that I had such a weird reaction to it, but I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite too, is just seeing Barbie's house and sharing it with the audience and just having that on record. Like, I love a really interesting property and that it's been documented and you can go back to the episode and see it. I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
And it shows you so much more than even like a simple Architectural Digest pictorial would show. You're getting the whole walkthrough.
Yeah.
And the whole experience. So that's my favorite. My least favorite, there's really nothing I hate about this episode for once in my life. But the Frankenbiting, there's a couple of times I'm Frankenbiting and it's just so poorly done. I'm like, really? You couldn't have just had me like say that again?
And they're still doing the resting bitch face stuff.
Yeah, which is unnecessary at this point. Like,
yeah.
So that's it. Overall, I really liked the episode.
I liked the
I thought it was
episode,
cool.
yeah.
And I'm impressed that Hef would even go do it.
I'm still shocked to this day that Hef did that and spent the night.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to go back to the hotel, but I'm shocked that he didn't insist that we sleep in the hotel.
Yeah, or that we just go out for like a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So if you guys would like more content, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/girlsnextlevel. Check out our merch at girlsnextlevel.shop, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.